Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Oh, y'all, pardon the hair right now. My barber is on vacation right now, and I'm suffering over here. I'm trying. Had to get these edges right, and then I got the rogue situation with my white hair coming out. Navigating age, I swear. Anyway, this is my review for Traitors, season 4, episodes 4 and 5. Oh man, those roundtables. Had me yelling at my TV this morning. So yeah, let's just get into it. Um, we left off with the faithfuls up for elimination, blindfolded and tied to a tree where the traitors will do a face-to-face murder. I totally forgot. This is also going to be a spoiler recap. So if you haven't seen it yet, please leave and come back. I know I'll be doing these early, but I gotta hurry because I hate spoilers. Hate them. So, I just try to get these out immediately. But yeah, feel free. Y'all got all weekend. It's 2 episodes. I get it. But yeah, so they just fast forward to the next morning because they just love the suspense of everything. They just show the next morning without telling us who got the axe. Now, the safe players are coming in, and I must say, Monet Exchange is disappointing me with the looks these seasons. Like, Bob just did it so easily last season. Like every episode, he was turning it. I just wasn't here for the Monet looks. So the first player on the chopping block enters, and it's Ron. He's giving specific details of what happened, and he says he thinks it was 3 traitors. And Candace looks gagged. Now, the issue is going to be when Lisa walks in, she better have her story straight. That's what I was thinking because, she's an actress. So I feel like she might be able to pull it off. So then, speaking of that, Lisa walks in, and at this point, I'm thinking Kristen got the chop. So then, soon as Lisa sit down, they are grilling her. Monet almost got her and said a different color mask, but I guess what's her face? Lisa, she was prepared, thankfully. Like Lisa is the traitor that I'm rooting for because she's just in her element, like Phaedra Parks. Monet is too busy being in his masculine era. He ain't concerned about no fashions at the moment. Oh, look. You're gay, so you can say that. Also, Riri, where were you doing Pop Rose? I was fighting for my life. Look, check out Pop Rose 2 later today. Me and Alex, we did it. And I just felt like, am I on an episode of The View right now? Like, in a good way. Like, we were sparring on different things because it felt like me and Alex was disagreeing on everything. Anyway, so Eric walks through the door, and now it's either Stansberry or Kristen who got murdered. They now rewind to the previous evening to show us what really went down. And it turns out it was Stansberry. I was a little surprised by that, but so much for the housewives' unity. So then Caroline asks why. And Candace says, "You talk too much." I'm like, Candace, for real, you should talk. So then Caroline says, "But I thought we bonded." Rena says, "Too bad. Back to Dubai you go." I was like, shit, Rena, did you really have to say that to her? She would have got popped, not back to Dubai you go. Would have took that axe and beat her over the head with it. Anyway, so Kristen walks in, and I want that suit. when I saw her, I saw that blazer. I was like, oh, that's really cute. But yeah, I understand why they chose a housewife because, people do think it is a housewives unity. The Traitors are playing smart this season, I must say. I also think they're beginning to see that housewives, or maybe production is beginning to see that housewives make the best and the most fun traitors. Like, look at Phaedra. And, they didn't have any housewife last season as a traitor. And look how that went, because no one was rooting for the traitors. But yeah, so then Alan comes in, lets them know the mission is coming up. And then afterwards, they are grilling Kristen now on what happened. She thinks there's 3 or 4 traitors. So, there's a common number right now, 3. So, once Alan leaves, they're usually like just talking amongst each other. Tiffany really is taking the lead and is so sure it's Ron. She then names 2 other people, but she is way off. Meanwhile, you have the gay bachelor saying Tiffany might be the one to banish on how she's trying to lead the charge. And I'm like, sir, you're doing the same thing she is. So at this point, no one has mentioned any of the current traitors yet. It's crazy. No, I meant once she got her hands untied, I would have slapped her. Like, back to Dubai you go. Like, girl, hold up. You're getting a little bit too you having a little bit too much fun at my expense. So yeah, so the next mission begins. This one involves some backstabbing. Everyone starts out with shields, but as the game goes on, players will have to get rid of the other player's shields. So then there's going to be 10 people going up in the evening for murder. So now the game is going along, and then we see Candace let Lisa know that Monet is thinking that she's a traitor because, Monet, you really got to watch who you're saying or who you think is a traitor because you just never know. But yeah, the mission is over, and the 10 people whose shields were burned, they now will be up for murder. Now, when I saw this, I was like, why is Jam Jam crying? Like, it is just a game. Like, the way he was crying, you would have thought like he was actually like in danger of being murdered that evening. Like, it's just a game. I would really have to remind myself that being there so long, probably. Like, it's just a game. It's just a game, Now, we'll get to it later, but those round tables, I can see why some people like definitely go off. And then even if it is just a game, now you're coming at me and making it personal. Who else is here for the Sissy Bachelor roast? Again, you can say that because you're gay. Honestly, I can totally see Chris on Traitors. I think Chris would do better in a competition format than just aimless follow you around reality TV. Which Chris? Me? I don't know. So yeah, where am I? Sorry, y'all. Oh, okay, here I am. So once the people on the murdering block are announced, they head back to the castle. People are still thinking that Ron is the traitor. Whew. Excuse me, y'all. I didn't get any sleep. And I gotta go to work right after this. Life of a hustler. I think people need to realize that traitors are usually well liked. Like, if I'm ever on Traitors, I'm definitely going after the popular people because those are the people that usually are the traitors. Like, they're usually well liked. Like, Michael Rappaport being a traitor is too easy. Yes, you. I think you'd be good on Traitors, and you do have a good poker face. Thank you. I appreciate that. I would love to. The Bachelor is the same one. Oh, we will get to that. We will get to that. So, let's see where I was like. Oh, Colton, he is still gunning for Tiffany when I just think she was just being like a bossy faithful. Fast forward to the round table, they start. Colton goes for Tiffany. Tiffany is going at his neck though. I was like cackling the way she was just coming back. I was like, wait a minute, Tiffany, you sure you haven't been on Bravo before? She like blatantly tells him that I am smarter than you. And what's crazy is they're going back and forth and they're both wrong. And look, Tiffany has some housewife in her because she was eating Colton and Jam Jam, up. So then Tiffany is like, okay, write my name down. Tiffany, like the company. At that point, I was like, you know what? She all right. She is all right. I like her. So now Ron and Maura, they get into it. And like the faithfuls, they are all at each other's throats. While look, the traitors are just like, all right. um, Let me see. Tiffany would be a great housewife. Can I ask y'all, like, Tiffany is from Big Brother or Survivor? And did she win Big Brother? Please let me know in the chat. So yeah, things change now, and my goodness, Eric, the K-pop guy, is saying he heard Tiffany laughing while she was in the forest. He said, I am 99% sure. And like bringing up his career as a musician, I have to listen to this. And Tiffany was like, well, you might need another career. Like, Eric was getting a side eye from me because I'm like, he was just so sure. She's from Big Brother. No, she didn't win, but she formed the winning alliance at the cookout. Oh, I've heard of the cookout. All right. But she was voted America's favorite house guest. First Black winner in that category, too. I love that. So, yeah, like when I saw that she was bringing up his career, I was like, Tiffany, you might want to watch out. Like the K-pop stands, they are worse than the Barbs, okay? So then Tiffany, she's saying she's a faithful and then saying she needs the money. She's being very vulnerable about this. Now, I will say, bringing up that you need the money, I'm just like, I get it, but now you're making it seem like, I'm sure other people need the money too. Like, I'm just being fair, y'all. Because I'm like, look, I'm going to be just like the chick from Set It Off. I need that money. I need it too. So, yeah. Where was I? Oh, okay. So, Candace surprisingly goes to defend Tiffany, and then she points out Ron. And Candace, again, like her Achilles heel is her mouth. Like, if you're thinking about the game, like you got to let the faithfuls fight, like stay out of it. Like, I even see the look on Lisa's face, and she was just like, girl, what are you doing? But as I was telling Alex on Pop Roast today, like, just as the episodes went on, like because I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, I didn't really realize this until I was seeing how Colton is. And I could just say this now. It was just like they were all coming after Tiffany, and it was just really weird, like how they all just follow Colton's lead. And I think, Candace, she was definitely being, I'm a Black woman first before being a traitor. And she just felt like, I can't let my sis go out like this. Like, I'm going to let her know that at least somebody at this table has her back. So as much as Candace gets on my nerves, y'all, like I thought it was commendable of her to do that, but at the same time, you know, it's not good gameplay. So that's how I felt about that. But yeah, I thought Ron was going to be done. Like at this point of the episode, I was just like, people just like using him as a scapegoat. But yeah, the voting begins, and look, I was gagged. Tiffany being voted in mass. At this point, like her name has been said 6 times. She started crying. And look, the faithfuls are awful. And then we see Candace, she's crying. Tiffany gets the majority vote. She is out. I was like, Eric, please get a new career. Please. Like, they looked so stupid. Like, especially Colton and Eric. So then, yeah, that was the end of it. Like, I felt bad for Tiffany. Tiffany should come back for an all-star season. I think they should have a Traitors where it's like a redemption season where like people that were gone too soon and stuff like that. That would be a good idea, actually. I loved her speech. You all get what you deserve and you don't deserve me. I like that too. Like I liked her more as this roundtable progressed. Because at first I didn't see it for her because I was like, why is she so close to Michael Rappaport? But yeah, I mean, he didn't even vote for her. So, I mean, I will get to Michael later, but he didn't bother me that much this episode because I guess I was just so used to his antics. Tiffany should have cross-examined Eric about that 99% sure BS. Like, how are you so sure when you were bound and tied up with your ears obstructed? Exactly. And, not to be that person, but like, what made him think that it was Tiffany? Like, were you just saying that, like, black women all laugh the same? Like, I don't know about that. And I'm just curious, did Candace laugh? That would be my question. And how would you know it was me when there was at least 20 to 30 people outside on that TV set? Fight back, Tiff. They love to banish the black women and people first. It was the peppermint banishment, just bad vibes and them going on nothing. Exactly. So then, yeah, we fast forward and it's time for the Traitors gathering. They can really go either way with the names they have on the chopping block. But what makes sense, I think, is if they got rid of Monet at the time I was watching. Because, he mentioned Lisa. And yeah, they end the episode there. And now we are on to episode 5. So we start at the breakfast table. Everyone is wondering, like, who got murdered. Ron is public enemy number 1, even when he still enters. So then there's 3 people that could have been killed. Now it's Johnny's missing, Tara's missing, and Monet. And yeah, at that point I was like, yeah, they chose Monet. And I was right. And I must say, Monet, he just slipped up. He did it to himself by talking to Triangle. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, so all black people just sound alike, apparently. But yeah, we see the flashback where they chose Monet. And during this, side note, y'all notice how good Candace was in these confessionals? Like, she is the confessional queen. Like, she's so good at it, isn't she? So then after breakfast, the faithfuls, they're still clueless. Not one clue. Like, the Traitors are playing such a good game. So then we fast forward to the mission. They got to get all the statues to this fountain. This game has a twist. So if no one takes a shield in this game, then nobody will be murdered for the evening. However, if someone gets greedy, then yeah, they could get a shield, but then everyone else is up for elimination. Now, when you think of that, you would think that a faithful wouldn't grab the shields. So it would be better if no one grabbed it, because if you do, people are going to think you're a traitor. Now, I was wondering, like, if I grab the shield, will I be outed that it was me, or they won't tell you who did it? So yeah. Um, let's see. So now the two teams, we see like later in the game, like they're faced with temptation because they get some statues, but then we see there's 4 shields, enough for everybody in the group. So I was wondering, like, yeah, like, are they going to be able to, like, are they going to have to say that it was them who had the shield? But yeah, anyway, they win the mission. They get the pot. And then Alan, so crafty, he doesn't let them know if someone took a shield or not. He said he's going to let them know after the round table. Liar. Liar. So now we're back at the house. Ron goes to Dorinda's face and says, I think you're a traitor, and Michael is one too. Dorinda isn't as bothered as I thought she would be. Like, she was really like just calm and collected, you know? But I'm guessing like she shouldn't be worried because she knows that the group, they're not ready to vote her out yet. They're not going to. So that would be a reason I would be cool as a cucumber. Now, the names that are still being around the house thrown out is Michael and Ron. But yeah, speaking of which, Colton, he goes after Michael to his face. And I was saying that, you know, side note, Michael was not bothering me this episode. And I just compare it to, like, when you're at the zoo and you go in the monkey house, it smells like shit. But when you're in there long enough, like, it just starts not to bother you as much. So I was just like, okay, let him yell or whatever until he gets tired. Like, go after the real traitors. Like, if you know Michael isn't a traitor, then why even entertain him, you know? But yeah, they're having a back and forth. Michael is going off in every room he's going in. Oh, you know I know this. I mean, hello. X-Men fan, but maybe someone else in the chat didn't know. Another fact is the comedian Ron, he's the voice of King Shark on the animated series Harley Quinn on HBO Max. He does a lot of cartoon voices, but I can see he seems like one of those geeks, like those oddballs, like he was odd in high school or something. That's what he gives. Oh, Dorinda said, you ain't going to get me on camera arguing with no black person. She's still riding her Phaedra friendship for all it's worth. You know, I think that was a part of it, but remind me, we're going to come back to this because I have something to say about that. Yeah, he does, like, but it goes so well with King Shark. It's so good. But yeah, so Colton, he randomly got Tiffany out the house. And at this point, no one is mad at him. Like, but everyone is mad at mad at Ron for putting Portia out. So that's what I said on Instagram. I just thought it was really funny that Colton, like, he put Tiffany's name out there, led the charge. Everybody followed suit. And it just seems like when Ron did it with Portia, he's completely isolated. And ever since then, people just thought he was a traitor, just like from that episode. And I'm like, definitely an implicit bias going on. And yes, a lot of people were saying, well, if it wasn't for Eric, then maybe they like would have second guessed Tiffany. But the same thing goes to it. Like, I felt like Eric, at least, when he voted out Tiffany, he was just like, oh my God, like he felt so terrible. Colton, on the other hand, he was like, okay, well, I made a mistake. on to the next. I'm still going to like, come strong and do a big swing. So yeah, like again, that's what I think. It was implicit bias, racism and pretty privilege. Exactly. Because I'm like, Ron made one mistake and they're still bringing it up. Still. Yeah, it really sucks for Ron, and I'm sad that it's negatively affecting his experience in the house. Exactly, and I think that went into why he started shutting down, because how everybody was on him when he got Portia eliminated. So yeah, now we're at the round table. Ooh, y'all, this was a tense ass round table. At this point, I don't think the house cares if Michael is a traitor or not. They just find him so annoying to the point where they just don't want to be in his space anymore. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that too. Michael starts making points on Colton being a traitor, and like, look, it is an intense back and forth between them. And he says, if anyone is good at keeping a secret, it's you. Now, I gotta say, it flew over my head the first time because, I was taking notes at the same time. And then when he was like, and there it is, and there it is. So basically, to Colton, Michael was insinuating that because he kept the secret of being gay so long, that means he's good at keeping secrets. I was like, ooh, ooh. What did y'all think about this? Because there's some people that's wondering, like, did Michael really mean it like that? And also, look, I get it. Like, as a gay person, it's just not the right thing to say. It's not. But there's so much to go after on Colton. He didn't really have to go there, Michael. But I really don't like all this sympathy that Colton is getting because he knowingly went on The Bachelor, correct? If I'm not wrong. Knowing that he was gay. And then, where is it? Ugh. Ever since I downloaded this new software, my phone is so slow. So yeah, I'm hearing Colton's background, and he basically made a fake number to pretend to be a stalker to harass his ex. Also harassed her relentlessly with his own number, threatened her, and continued to stalk her for months when she tried to end the relationship. Put a tracker on her car, and then stalked her to the point where cops in the court was involved. And he added the layer of him hiding behind his sexuality. But yeah, everybody forgave him after that. So yeah, it's just something to think about. Like, I just feel like he definitely is stepping into this victim role. But again, I would love to know what y'all think about that. He did come out as gay before or after. Did he come out as gay before or after he harassed the girl he left the show for? That's what I would like to know, because I didn't know this guy at all. I just heard of him. I was like, oh, The Bachelor that came out. If you know, share with the class. Yes, he willingly accepted the Bachelor role and lied to 30 women, then stalked the woman he chose to win. Oh, wow. Also, I don't think Michael had the range to be that clever, so I think he meant something else. That's kind of how I was thinking, honestly. Really. But after that, like, there was a bunch of other gay people there. Johnny Weir wasn't having it. Jam Jam, and then Kristen from Top Chef. They were all like, just like, what? But yeah, even if he did mean it that way, I mean, even if he didn't, that was a savage read. He came out after. Okay, wow. Also, in the interview, Colton stated that the most traitorous thing he's done was go on The Bachelor. Wow. Wow. I guess ugh. Michael was being homophobic, but Colton rode his marginalized identity for maximum effect, like many white gays do. Two things can be true. Two things can be true. That's exactly what I thought about Colton. I was like, he already has, like, blonde hair, blue eyes, that privilege, but, he also has pretty privilege he's working on. And it's just like, I'm just wondering, why are people just listening to whatever he has to say? And around this episode, I was just starting to see, like, Colton, I see you. I see you. Going on national television, pretending to be straight in order to soft launch your coming out is wild. Yeah, so I can't speak too much on it because I didn't watch and I don't really have the history of it. But I did hear that he came on the show knowing that he was gay. Crazy. Crazy. So yeah, it looks like most of the people at the round table took it this way. And Michael then says, I didn't mean it that way. And he apologizes, but he still says he thinks that Colton is a traitor. So now Ron jumps in and includes Dorinda's name, and it is intense. Dorinda says Ron is impersonable or revealed anything about himself or his family. Ron says, basically, my family is none of your fucking business. I was like, who the fuck is he talking to? You're not talking to my girl Dorinda like that, are you? And at that point, I was really surprised Dorinda didn't say anything. Like, what? What? He jumped a 12-foot wall on The Bachelor to escape the cameras after having a breakdown. He was very dramatic. Colton, Colton, Michael Rappaport, and Johnny Bananas. Why are these problematic white men being cast on the show? No idea. No idea. So yeah, the issue with Ron and Michael is they're just both unlikable, and it's easy to vote off someone you don't like. Like Candace, someone's gonna have to put her name up at some point, but it's because they like her so much, she's popular amongst the group, that no one's gonna go against Candace, just like with Phaedra. But yeah, this roundtable was super intense. But yeah, I think Ron or Michael is definitely going to be up for elimination. And Michael is my first guest to be out when I was taking notes. So yeah, the voting starts and Michael is banished. I mean, not a surprise. And I think no one is really sad about him going. And I think they just wanted him out the house. So now, after that's over with, Michael is out the house. I guess, the gays are kind of celebrating and rallying around Colton. Like, you're so brave. I'm just like, oh, Lord, here we go. But yeah, so then Alan comes in and he still decides not to tell them if someone took a shield or not. So then people are talking around the house. Colton's name is being thrown out now since he's been wrong twice. And now Colton brings up Lisa, which finally it looks like the faithfuls are on track. But I'm just like, why does Colton get to put up a name and everybody is now going after that? Like, they really take his word. So then fast forward, the Traitors are meeting up. Rob lets Lisa know that Colton said her name. And, we leave off from the cliffhanger of not knowing if the Traitors are able to murder somebody or not. So that's where episode 5 ends. This was an episode. There is a reason why Traitors is just so damn good. Like, not only because of the gameplay and the lion, but it's also just a look at like just social commentary, implicit biases and stuff like that. Really good episode. Michael's slip up, it's just because I can't stand Michael. Maybe he did mean it like that. He did probably. And it was savage, so savage. And I just wish he came at Colton another way, or else he would still be in the house. So it's Michael's fault he got voted out because he was just too much of a loose cannon. And I think people just really wanted him out the house. Now, this was brought to my attention by my friend about Dorinda. He was saying that we rallied for Dorinda to come back. We rioted when Bob voted Dorinda off. So now Dorinda is back, and what's going on, Dorinda? Like, where's that feistiness? Where's that fire? You let him talk to you like that? Like, I was like, that ain't the Dorinda I know. How you think I'm doing? Not well, bitch. Like, I just was surprised. And then my friend said, you know why? Because they can't drink on the show. Like, Dorinda, like, someone give her a bottle of vodka. And that's when you're going to get an activated Dorinda. And I was like, you know what? That's kind of true. All of Dorinda's moments where we really know her for is when she pops off while she was drunk. That's how we know her. So maybe that was it. I was told that they only get 2 drinks, I guess, in an episode or something like that. They get it before, I think they get it after the challenge and after the round table, I think. So yeah, but when you think about it, when you really think about it, it's a good idea that they have caps on their alcohol consumption, because I think there would have been a few fights on this show if it wasn't for that. But hey, Dorinda's still on the show. We might get a moment. We might get a moment like that. We'll never know. So yeah, the next episode I'm really excited for, because we're going back to 1 episode a week. Give my ass a little break. Because shit, a ninja is tired. After this, y'all, I'll be doing my Beverly Hills recap. That should be a quick one and an easy one. Look, I know a lot of y'all are tired of Beverly Hills, but I'm going to die on that hill, on the Beverly Hill. Dorinda is also treating this like an ensemble cast. She refers to it as the Traitor family, like she's living her dream and not competing. Exactly. I totally agree. As Erica De Niro said, there are clues about light footsteps and the laugh Eric thought was Tiffany when it was likely the laugh of a Black woman. I gotta say, that might have been it. Let's see. I'm so sick of Sutton. Oh, look, I'm actually getting there. And I used to be the one that championed Sutton. A lot of the cast are willful sheep, too scared to say a name or stand out. They'll follow Colton because they think he's a handsome shepherd. Exactly. We see each other. Yeah, the Faithfuls is hard to root for them right now. I like Dorinda, of course. Who else is a Faithful? Are there any Traitors that I want to see win? Damn. Because Monet just left. So I'm really like thinking. I don't like Maura. I don't really know the guy that looks like Kenny G. Eric, I mean, he helped get Tiffany out. I don't like him. I definitely don't like Colton. I like the other girl. Damn, I forgot her name. I think she's from Survivor. She has the what's her name, y'all? She was right next to Michael Rappaport at the gate at the round table. Shit, I can't think of her name. Anywho, yeah, like the Traitors, I just want to see Lisa Rinna make it. Natalie, thank y'all so much. I don't know why I couldn't think of her name. That's typical social and group dynamics. They go up for the pretty and popular people. It's really sad. And look, no one has questioned Rob at all. At all. Like he is just chilling in the background, didn't say anything. But yeah, y'all, we'll see. Can't wait for episode 5. We have a long way to go, so don't think that there's not that many episodes left. We have 6 more weeks of Traitors. So yeah, buckle up. But yeah, with I'm still here, here, here. I'm still here. I want a proper goodbye. This thing, I swear, my laptop is so against me. And it's probably like my big ass fingers, too. Big ass hands. Anyway, y'all, I'm going away for real now. So with that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, wait. I didn't say thank you for the super chat. Thank you. 6-figure bitch. I appreciate you. I just wanted to make sure I get everybody's super chat in. How is nobody guessing Candace? 1, the conga line. 2, Eric hearing a black girl laugh. And 3, Ron hearing tiny steps. So much evidence. Yeah, but number 2 might be seen as problematic. Hearing a black girl laugh, like everybody would have been in trouble. Everybody, whoever would have picked up on that. Okay, y'all. So I'm going for real this time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you